So if you want to black out, you can. So we've got, let's see, we had, what do we say? Dizziness, achy arms, anything else anybody ought to know about? How's your back today, Judith? Okay. All right. I was gonna start us standing, if that's okay with everybody. Yeah. Well, it's good. Ugh. And you can see my body's tired. I am knocking my knees together. It's exaggerating that X shape. So if you're like me, and your body is feeling a little tired this morning, we're just gonna wake up just with first a little bit of joint waking up. So you're just lifting and peeling your toes up off the ground like a prancing horse, like a lipizzan. Yeah. Yeah. And as we do this, I want you to start letting your spine like drop off of your head. Your head's gonna keep reaching up to the sky from the back of your head. So as if you had ponytails that someone was pulling up, right? And then you just let everything else fall down below that. So you're not holding yourself up from your shoulders, right? Your shoulders are falling off too. Yeah, shoulders just get to rest. And then we're seeing if we can let the waistline be long, if we can start to let this hollow happen through the belly, and we're just letting ourselves hinge at the hip socket. So a lot of us spend too much energy or more energy than is necessary walking. We use our shoulders to help lift our legs, right? Or we literally, there's some of us who will walk as if there were strings attached to our legs, right? We don't let them just roll. So here we're trying to get that sense of spine staying long and just peeling and easy peeling the feet off the ground. Now again, there's a couple of you who cannot put a bent toe on the ground. Totally understand. But you can lift the ankle gently, right? And let the foot fall gently. So you're not going to put as much pressure there. So Margie, I want to see you peel your foot. I love your high kneel, but I want you to peel your foot on the way. Yeah. And then notice you start getting a little, you feel almost a little less centered when you do that, right? Because it requires you to use your core a little bit more. That's it. Good. Good. Better. Can you guys feel the difference? Yeah. Just moving easy. And remember, you're welcome to hold on to a wall for balance at any time. We're going to let ourselves just come back into Pilates stance now. Now that we have that sense of length, and we're going to let that ponytail lift us up again. And we're going to wrap those glutes back gently and then let our hollow happen through the front. So this hollow in the front is not sucking your abs in really hard. It's literally trying to let the space happen between your rib and your hip bone. Right? Let there be some space. Let it just hollow in. There we go. Good. And we're just going to inhale, take those arms to the outside while the toes press down into the ground and bring it back down. Good. And again, inhale. So if I seem a little extra focused on your feet for the next couple of weeks, it's because I'm taking a continuing ed class that's going on for the next few weeks about the chronic foot. So it's from the same people who I got my foot foundation certification in, with 2 doctors leading it. I'm so loving it so much. But I will try not to go too crazy on the foot stuff, because I could just make our whole class about our feet. One more. Let the inside of you lift up and lengthen up. Good. Good. And then bring that back down. Good. And let's take those arms up one more time. This time they're going to stay lifted up. Good. And I want you to push your hands up like they're pushing up a wall. Push, feel your fingertips reach. You can let your shoulders shrug a little bit. Good. And then I want you to lift your toes up, set them down wide, and let them reach into the ground, especially big toe and pinky toe. Feel the 2 of those. Nice, solid foundations. Take another breath there. Yep. Exhale, slide up into the sky, press down into the earth. Good. And then easy, let it just fall down. Good. Shake that out a little bit. Okay. Yep. Round the shoulders. Good. Get the kinks out. Good. I know, there's some kinks in the room. I see the kinks. We're going to take those arms up to the sky. Good. Drop your shoulders. Easy. Don't force them down. Just let them sit. Good. Find that gentle hollow. Again, it's just a matter of lengthening up the back of your rib cage to let the front of you lengthen. Inhale, exhale. Just bow. Nice and easy. Back of your neck reaches towards your thumbs. Good. Inhale, float yourself back up. Good. And again, easy bow. Again, you are welcome to put a hand on something for balance here. Good. That's it. Good. Now, as you're going, if you're watching yourself in your screen and you notice that one of your shoulders is higher than the other, instead of jamming that shoulder down, what happens if you lift the opposite side and move that shoulder back? It may be hard to hold at first, but just play with it. Good. See now if your bows can start going deeper. Each one, maybe you can get all the way to a roll down, but take your time. I want you to feel yourself moving for length, right? The whole time is about finding that length. Can you slide the back of your rib cage up along your spine? Can you feel your front hollow in response? Good. Yeah. That's it. Let yourself come all the way back up, Judith. Good. That's it. And easy peasy. And then you might get all the way down into your roll down. Maybe you can touch the ground, maybe not. Maybe you'd like to put hands on your legs for some support. Maybe you'd like to bend your legs, make it a little easier on your back. All of those things are totally fine. Good. Yes. Try one more. Look for the length. Start by sliding the back of your ribs up. Feeling how that just easy peasy automatically starts to let this hollow in. Yes. Good. Good. And then if you're down, just stay down. Just be there for a second. We're going to all put our hands on the shins. We're going to extend the spine out. So lifting the tail up, and we're in now neutral hinge. So I've actually lifted up from the floor to come up into neutral. That's it. Yep, good. Spine up. Now just tuck your rib in. Imagine the back of your rib cage sliding up your spine. Feel how that gives you a little bit more support in this position. And some of you are going to feel how that makes your calves or hams stretch a little more. Yes? Yeah, good. Yes, tails up, and then give me that sliding of your ribs one more time. Yeah, good. That's good. Good. All right. And then we're going to put those hands on the ground and step back into plank. So, Chinda, don't step back into plank. You can be on your forearms if you want, if that's not too much at your elbows because of your blood draw. We're holding our plank. You're welcome to be on your knees. And again, I want you to take that idea of sliding your back of your ribs up your spine. Just imagine it trying to reach up towards your head. And then let your head be easy. And some of you are going to notice that your plank gets simultaneously harder because you're working a new technique, and easier because you feel your abs lift up and your glutes turn on a little bit more. Take another breath there. Good. And then gently bring those knees down. Sit back and stretch. We're going to try that one more time. I want you to feel that idea. Just taking that idea of finding the length. So collarbones open. Again, you're welcome to be on your knees. Yeah. And all you're going to do is hold that plank. And then start thinking of sliding those ribs up your spine. Let your head be easy. Let the length keep on going out your head. Good. And then you should notice obliques, abs, glutes on, and psoas lifting. So not a poochie psoas. Hi, baby boy. Good. One more breath there. Hi, handsome. Hi, thank you. Good. And then we'll put those knees down and then sit back and stretch. All right. We'll walk those knees forward so that we can have a seat. Hi, Okay, and then let's warm up that spine a little more. So round back in a C curve, let yourself hang, shoulder blades come wide, and then pull yourself up, shoulder blades come toward the spine. Rounding back. So chin to, can you do that? Can you even hold on to your, okay, good. And then round back, good. And pull up, shoulder blades pull. So notice which of your shoulders might stay stuck. If I'm not careful, this one stays stuck. It doesn't round back. I've got to ask it to keep on moving to connect to the shoulder blade in the back. Yeah, so that's it. Pull that right shoulder blade around, Margie. Let it come all the way around your back. When you pull up, yeah, pull this guy back. Back. Yeah, there we go. Good. Can I see two more, gang? Two more? Just want to see you guys' shoulders move. Move, yeah, pull them back. Good. That's it. Really get them back. Not up in your neck, right? Just around your column. Good. Then let's come all the way, easy peasy, down to the ground. I'm going to scoot just a little bit. And then we're just going to breathe for the next 50 minutes. Just kidding. Well, yes, we're going to keep breathing. But can you tell my body's tired? Holy moly. We're just going to take a nice breath in and exhale. So on your mat, first let's look for those levels. So side to side in the pelvis, top to bottom in the pelvis, right? Where is your weight? Can you level it out? And then I want you to notice, can your abdominals drop in to help leveling it out? So some of us will level out just by tensing at the hip flexor. I want you to let your abs drop in to do that. Then you have to come up and bring your brain to your ribs. So when I get my pelvis level, I need to actually rotate my torso because I've been living in counter rotation, right? My hips naturally will rotate one way, the hips the other way. Did I say that backwards? And you probably are too to some extent. So see where you have to untwist. And then after you do your torso, check your head. Maybe it needs to change its positioning then too. And when you are straight and level, it may feel very foreign to you. It won't feel, for most of us, it doesn't feel relaxed because now you have certain parts of you stretching. Other parts of you are working to hold you there. And all I want you to do is hold that levelness. Bring your arms up over your ears. Exhale, bring the arms back down to your side. Are you still level? Good. Arms up over your ears. Good. And exhale back to your sides. Good. That's it. Arms up over your ears. And back to your sides. So now you've been minding your levels, probably especially when the hands come in. Can you mind them when they go up overhead? Yes. So if I'm honest, I notice that one side of me reaches up higher than the other. So this is where I've got to really be careful with how the shoulders are moving. That's it. Good. And I'll start to get tired on one shoulder because it's not used to doing that. Good. Or maybe for you, it's the ribs. One side of your rib pops up and you have to mind what that rib is doing. And so that side of your oblique might get tired as you try to hold it steady. Good. One more. And then we're just going to alternate the hands. So if we bring the right arm to your ear, check your levels. Inhale, exhale, switch. Stay steady. Inhale, exhale, switch. Stay steady. That's it. Good. That's it. Just use your inside eye, your internal eye, to take assessment, see what you feel. Good. That's it. Notice where your cheeks are. Maybe you're doing an awesome job of holding the pelvis and the ribs and the head in those level lines, but maybe you're bending your elbows so that you don't have to work as hard. And that's probably unconscious, right? So see if that arm will stay straight as it goes over your head. And then notice how much more challenging it is to keep the levels in your masses. Yeah? Good. Good. One more. Good. Both arms come back up toward the ceiling. Shrug them up. Let them drop back into your back. Shrug them up. Drop them back to your back. Good. Two more. And again, noticing your levels. What happens when you change their motion? All right. Shoulder blades are on your back. Inhale, little cervical nod. Exhale, just peel your spine. Easy up off the bat. Good. Inhale, exhale, back down. Good. Inhale, exhale up. Good. Inhale, exhale, back down. Nice and easy. Good. That's it. Good. That's it. Start thinking of your spine like a wagon wheel, and the back of your spine, those rib cage, that rib cage sliding up your spine, sliding up the inside of your wagon wheel as it rolls along. That's nice. Okay. Next one, let's stay lifted. So we're up in our bow. Feel free to grab onto those legs if you want, or conversely, push on your thighs with your hands. What I want you to feel is your belly to relax. Relax, right? Because we're trying to get your psoas and your hip flexors to relax, but that's way harder to cue. So if we say belly, most of us will notice that our abs drop in between our hips, down in this nice little soft gushy bit, right? And sometimes pushing down on your thighs help. Others of you, the pull will help. Yeah, so you see what works for you, and then come back down. So inhale, prepare. Exhale up. Good, and play with it. Exhale, try pulling one. See if that lets you draw in, or try pushing one. See if that lets you fall in. But I don't want you to grab in. I want you to allow it to soften in, right? Let your flesh float down into your body away from your shirt. Yeah, good. And do it again. We're going to do 2 more sets. Each one is 2 breaths, at least, of you just experimenting with your own self. Yeah. Not a heavy grab, just easy, just feeling how you respond. Good. And one more. Playing with the hands, right? What works for you? Maybe for some of you, it's on the outside pushing in, right? That's going to connect the side chain. Good. Good. All right. That makes sense. Anyone feel like they could get their TVA to turn on a little bit, or their so as to relax just a smidge? Yes? Good. I got 1 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Okay, good. All right, Nara, you look very questioning. Yeah. So Nara's saying she noticed that if she took a moment and put her head back into her hand, right, that's this subtle chin to the throat idea, that cues your front side chain. Now, if you tilted your chin up, most of us would actually feel less. You would feel more tension, but it would be more psoasy. So as long as the chin is down and the throat is back, it should cue the front. That makes sense? Yeah. And we've done that drill before, right? Where we all come up and try that. So just another idea. Whatever it takes to get that feeling. So find your levels, hips. I know now I've got to re-rotate again because my shoulder rotated. And I'm going to inhale and exhale up into our bow. Good. And we're going to exhale, bring one leg into tabletop. And again, can we keep the level and can we keep the ease? Put that down. Other side. So here, now, you have some insight to your own body. You just played with hands on top, hands on the side, underneath, pulling, and one of you tried hands behind the head, right? Pulling the chin to your throat. What helps you keep that hollow, right? What is it? Can you find that? Good. What's the thing that works for you? I know, right? You can play. You've got one more on each side. Right, you don't have to do one. Good. and then come down. We're going to do that again. And again, we're lifting 6 times each side. You have time to think and play. I want you this time around, if you already found out, oh, I have better activation if I do this, right? This time around, I want you to notice, is it the same on each lift? So some of you will notice, oh, I've got really good activation, my hand underneath or my hand on top. When this one is up, it doesn't work so well on this side, right? That has to do with your pelvic tilt and how the chain works. So go ahead and play with it. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, up into your bow, right? Chin through your throat. And then you just start noticing what happens in your body. Yeah, see, for me, I got to push on that side. Good. Good. Is it a hand behind the head? Is it a hand behind the head and an opposite hand? Maybe it's 2 things, right? Good, right? Bodies are amazing and complicated. Just like our psyches. That's right. Good. Yeah. Can anyone feel the difference? And anyone feeling, even though we've been thinking about gently relaxing the abs in, anyone starting to feel really warm in their middle? Yeah, should be a deeper warmth, not external. Should be underneath. Okay. So now we're ready to do the 100. Woohoo! So your 100 today, your feet can be wherever you want. I'm going to keep mine down, I think, to begin with, because I'm going to play with 2 things. Level, right? I'm going to work on keeping level from hip and torso, right? Straightening that out. And playing with, can I find as much ease, as much hollow? And am I going to let my hands go wherever they need to connect there? Yeah? So maybe you're doing just the breath today, and your hands are busy helping you hold. Ready? Your own pace. I'm going to count 10 sets out, but you get to play however you need to. Ready? So we're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. That's 1. Okay, are you still checking in on your levels? Good, and if you do, what helps you hold them? That's it. Good. That's it. This is your last set of breaths. Yes, I'm counting. Good. And then go ahead and come all the way back down to the mat. So again, if you did that well, it should have been oddly less stressful and more work and heat. Yes? Anyone notice that? Okay, good. Chili and Nara. Awesome. Awesome. Good job, gang. Alrighty, so let's extend those legs all the way out straight on the floor. Good. We're going to keep the level. So as soon as my legs went straight, boom, this side of me popped up. So I'm going to check my pelvis, make sure it's level, and then rotate my torso. So now I'm in a straight line. I'm going to lift just the right leg up, and we're going to start with single leg drop, not even leg circles. So extend the left leg on the floor, right leg reaches out to the side, exhale comes back into your center. Inhale out to the side, exhale right back to center. That's it, good. Inhale out. Okay, so what is going on with your levels? What is happening with the spaces in between your masses? Good. Good, one more. Good, and then we'll bring that in, continue across and go into leg circles. So inhale down, exhale up around the outside. Good. Good. And we'll go 5 one way and then we'll reverse. I'm going to give myself a dorsiflexion before I reverse. Here I go. That's it. Good. So what did we just learn about our centers? Did it just go flying out the window? Are you pooching your belly out, arching your back? Can you drop in the middle? Use what you just learned here. Yeah, it's okay if that means that your leg circle is not as big as usual. That's okay. Good. Let's put the leg down when you get your 5 each way. You'll start with your single leg drop on the other side. So first lifting the leg, check your levels. And again, I rotated, sneaky body. And inhale straight out to the side. Exhale, bring it in. That's it. Make that inner thigh talk to the opposite side. Good. Keep yourself steady on the mat. Good. One more, and this one will take us into our leg circles. It'll come out and then cross your center line. Inhaling as it comes down, exhaling as it comes back up. That's it. Good, and again, you'll go 5 each way. Check what your center is doing, you guys. This is not really about the leg. I know it feels good, but can you mind your center? Remember that feeling you had maybe during the 100s? Some of you were really successful that time during the 100s of letting your center drop in. Or maybe it was earlier in the bow when you felt yourself sliding your rib cage up your spine. If you're doing that on the mat right now, you're going to feel again that hollow through your center and that deeper stability, not this external grab. Better, Suzanne. That was better. What were you thinking when you did that one? Yeah, you let more of your psoas dropped in. Yeah. Good. So that makes sense. Anybody else? You able to feel that drop in, Margie? Sorta. Yeah, that's a hard one on you. I know, but we'll find it. We'll find it, like the Rainbow Connection. Are we all old enough to know what the Rainbow Connection is? All right, so legs straight out. We're going to inhale and exhale. Think first about that rib cage on the back of you, sliding up your spine, right? There's your wagon wheel. Coming on up. Inhale, exhale, scoop that belly in, reach forward, rounding the spine, and then stack it on up. Good. So those of you who are not supposed to be rounding through your spine, right? No flexion in your spine. You guys are going in neutral as far as you can and then using that leg for leverage to come down. Or on the way up, you're going to roll to where you're allowed to go and then see if you can use the leg to let you leverage up. And maybe it won't lift you all the way. That's okay. And then ease yourself back down, right? So that's another option for you. Yeah. Good. That's it. Scoop that pubic bone in. So now you're rolling up, and maybe you already are thinking about this, and if so, you get a gold star. But as you roll, even all the way to the front, even when you're all the way up, are you level? Did you come up on one sits bone versus the other? Can you be more equal between the sits bones? On the way down, can you keep the hips level? Come down onto more level ribs, which in your brain will probably feel a little bit twisted because you're used to being twisted the other way. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good. And so your muscles might complain, but if you can ignore the noise of your muscles and just pay attention to the bones, your bones will probably feel better. There'll be less cartilage squishing, less grinding, right? The tendinous, soft tissue won't be pinched. Does that make sense? And it's just the baby muscles. They're just complainers. I don't want to. So on the next one, we're going to stay lifted. We're going to work C-curve for a moment, coming into your obliques. So pressing both your feet down, we're going to open to the side, open up as wide as you can. Good, come back up. Those of you who are not supposed to roll C-curve, you're in neutral. You won't go as far, but you are going to open up. And if you'd like a little assistance, my neutral friends, you're going to put a hand on the ground and then pause, open up, pull the shoulders back, and then come back up. Yeah? That's it. Good. So, what have we learned about our body so far today? We're asymmetrical, right? We're asymmetrical. And a little asymmetry is okay. When it goes past a certain number of degrees, depending on the joint, it can wreak havoc in how you function. So I want you to work as symmetrically through the pelvis here and make sure that you rotate yourself all the way back home so that you're stacked over yourself. One more. Yep, and then we'll alternate to the other side, to that other side. I'm just turning so I can see you. So remember my neutral friends, right? You are straight spine as you go, and you're also welcome to put that hand on the ground for a little support, just to make sure you are keeping that straight line. Yeah. All right, check it. What happened to your spaces? I just caught myself cheating. Oh yeah, my hips were level, but I compensated by just keeping my body over here, right? If I stand, this is actually my pattern with this hip forward and this torso back, right? So that's my cheat. So you have to pay attention. Oh gosh, in this plane of motion, how is my cheat showing up? Oh, and now I have that same lovely feeling that you might be feeling when you find your cheat and address it. The muscles are working harder, but oh my gosh, my sacrum feels awesome. No pain. My joint here, no pain, right? Good. Yeah? Makes sense? Then you can take those soles of your feet together, bring them in, and then just scoop your pubic bone back or lift your chest up and push those knees down. Yes. Yes. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, where's class going? I have a whole list first. I have a whole list. So we're going to scoop that belly and round on down to the floor. Okay. We're going to go into roll over. So with your roll over, remember you are welcome to put your feet on furniture, on a wall. That is recommended, especially for those of you with arthritic or spondylolisthesis or spondylolisthesis. I can't say it. Otherwise, hands pressed down. We lift those hips, pressing the tail away from your head, and always, always looking for that length. So when we were in the other positions, we thought about the ribs sliding up to the head. Now we're trying to get the pelvis to pull away from the head. If you really just hold that for a second and try to get that tail to reach away, you should notice that your abs draw in all by themselves. Legs will open. We'll roll down and we'll circle the legs around and come back up. So my friends on furniture or on a wall, I love the wall better than furniture, but if you don't have a wall handy, furniture works. Remember, you guys are lifting up, and I want you to really pull your heels down and then pause and let your front rest into your spine. Let it just rest down. And then see if you can keep that feeling while you lift one leg into tabletop. If you feel yourself collapse, contract, then put the foot back down. Really work on keeping that sense of length through your spine. Yeah? Good. Good. Come back to my mat. Good. Judith, are you doing the full rollover or you have your feet on something? I love it. So we're doing rollovers, right? Rollovers. Or you can put your feet up on something like a wall or a piece of furniture, right? So this is with me with my feet up on the wall. And I'm coming up almost like a bridge, but I really want you to focus on heels sliding down. So either of those work. Yeah, good. And that should be probably enough for most of us. Those of you at the wall or your furniture, feel free to finish so you get an even amount with both legs off if you're doing the single leg reach, right? Holy cow, 2 eagles just flew by my window. Sorry, that was crazy. I know. Where are you guys going? So from here, we're going to curl up into our bow. And we're going to just hold on to our legs for a second. We're not going to roll like a ball. We're just going to hold on. And I want you to let your chin come to your throat. And then you're going to push your legs against your hands. And then just breathe. See if your abs can fall into your body. So instead of fighting that, just let your abs draw in. Let them just fall. Don't pull them in. Just allow them to fall into your body. And they might not feel like they can. If you're like me and you've got extra flesh left over from earlier days, it might feel rumply, yeah? But there is a point where it does sort of relax in. Then see if you can reach down for your heels. Now push your hands into your heels. You should notice a little immediate reaction into your low belly. Now if you can't reach your heels, don't fret. Wherever you can reach your leg, go ahead and push down into your feet. Push your feet toward the ground. Yeah, don't fight it. Don't fight it. The critical thing is to not fight it. So don't push out, push down. Yeah, so not out away from you, down to the ground. Down to the ground, feet. That's it. Good. All right. Gently come out of that. So hopefully you felt that a little deeper, a little more visceral, because we're going to take that, not roll like a ball, but put it into our 5s today. So we're going to take one leg out, one leg in, and we're going to take a moment. Push that foot downward till you feel your belly drop, and then exhale, switch. Push your foot down. Hopefully you feel your belly drop, and then switch. Good. So a lot of times with this one, we focus on pulling that knee in, trying to get that, split stretch. But I want you to instead focus on staying connected. That's it. Good. You're welcome. Just like earlier where we played a little bit with one hand on the side or one hand underneath, you can take one hand behind your head if that little touch point helps you stay connected to your head position, which will help you stay better connected to your abs turning on. That's it. Yep. Try it. Throat through. Right? Fingertips to the fingertips. Good. Last one. Good. Yeah. And then come in for a rest. Anyone feeling tired viscerally? I hope so. Yeah. Getting there, kinda. Yeah. Good. Good. Good, Tinda. Awesome. Yeah. It should feel deeper. Deeper, deeper. Not externally. Okay. Now we get to add rotation. Yay, rotation. So you can have whatever hand connects you better. I'm going to keep one hand to the middle and one hand behind me. I'm going to go slow enough so that I can push against that hand and open up the side and then switch until I feel the drop. Yeah, rotate. Good, hold it until you can feel it. That's it, good. That's it, yeah. You find the combination that connects you the best. Good. So for me, it's the cross. Good. Yes, good job, you guys. I love everyone's experimenting. I see hands going from here to here to here. I love it. That's what I want you to do. I want you to notice. So in future classes, I might be doing one thing and you're like, not feeling it. And you'll know where to go back to. Yeah? Good. Last one. Good. And then pull it back in. Nice. And again, should be that odd, the bones feel great, but the muscles are feeling tired. We're going to take one leg up, one leg out into our scissor legs. So here, just check your levels. I've already hiked at my hips, so I've got to lengthen out that side again. Inhale and exhale, switch. So today we're going to do both the open ankle, right, with the plantar point. And then we are going to switch into our dorsiflexion. So feet now point at your face, right? The toes trying to touch your head. Good. That's it. Now check what happens in your middle, right? Are your ribs staying level across the mat? Is your pelvis staying level? Good. Notice how your legs swing. Does one of them swing over to the side before it comes back up? One of mine does. I got to work it. Good. Go back to your open ankle, your pointing toe, and see what happens there. Is it the different foot now swinging? It might be. Yeah. One of yours is usually your launcher. One of yours is usually better at accepting your weight. So the difference in the foot position will often show you that. Good. Go ahead and bring those guys in. Just grab onto your toes or ankles and allow your back to rest into the mat. Yeah, feel good? Okay, we're going to bend our knees. Now, hopefully you're still grabbing onto your toes or your ankles. Stay up in your bow and then push your feet up to the sky. That's a monkey stretch. Can you put your tail down? Good. Bring it back in. Good. And then reach it back up to the sky. Feel the small of your back stay on the ground. That's it. See, can you pull yourself a little higher to your legs? Good. One more time. Good. And up and again. That can be on your hands here too. What's that, Chinda? Yes. So if your hands are sliding off your legs and if maybe you can't reach your toes, Chinda's modeling how to use the magic circle. Can you guys see Chinda in blue? She's got her blue fun pants on. She's on a blue mat. And she's got the magic circle swung up over her feet. Mine is clear across the room. I know. Bonus. And I think that feels luscious. I love that stretch. If you don't have a magic circle, if you double up your band and put it over the top, I don't have anything like a magic circle handy. So I just have a bar, but if you could picture that was a magic circle, and maybe you're holding onto the ends, it feels awesome. Thank you, Chinda, for modeling for us. Okay, so from here, you guys, we are going to flip on over to our side. We're going to go first into a nice little side up. So we're really long. And on the side, I'm showing you all my secrets, all my badness. I have no secrets with you guys. I don't think I do really. So here my rib is rotated, right? That's my bad habit. So I've got to really scoop in here to hold that steady and then bring the hip back in line, right? So check yourself when you're on your side and you think you're level, what counter adjusts, because your body always has another place it will twist. So if I get level here, I also have to hold my abs in and bring my hip forward to line up. Yeah? Can you find how you need to be? Nice to do. That looks great. Good. Okay, then everybody, we're just going to lift both legs and lower. The head is easy. And lower. That's it. Good. And again, pay attention to your own particular brand of counter rotation. Some of you are the opposite. You might roll your hip forward and your torso back, and you have to bring them together that way. And it's going to probably be different from side to side. That's it. Good. Lift. Good. So you can see I need a practice hand here. Otherwise, I know this is going to pop. I just know it, so I got to hold it. Good. That's it. 2 more. Good. And 1 more. Good. We're going to bring ourselves up onto the forearm. We're going to come into a side plank. So your side plank, you can stay on your knees and just lift up like this. Or you can have feet staggered with the top one in back. Or you can have them stacked right on top of each other. Any of those is fine. Just going up and down on your side make the dizziness worse, Shelly? Is it okay? Okay. All right. Good. All right, so we're going to get 4 little side planks, and then we're going to hold number 4, and we're going to reach underneath and twist, looking back under there, and then open to the sky. And reach underneath and twist, and then to the sky. That's it, and we're going to do 2 more of those. See how much twist you can get through your torso. Good, and last one. And then back up. Good. And then gently down. And we're just going to flip over easy peasy. Do the same thing the other side. Hey, a sip of water. All right, so same thing. Laying down flat. Nice and easy. Check your torso rotation. So remember how I said it'll probably be opposite on the other side? So on this side, whoo, my rib is way back there. I got to get myself stacked up, to get my hips stacked up. You check you. And once you're ready, you scoop the abs up and in and let the legs lift. So hopefully by now, you're getting the idea that when the bones are in the right place, that scoop is almost, again, that sense of relaxing them into your body, letting them just come back into their place. Yes. Not a giant grab, not a giant grip, right? But letting yourself have this length inside. I know. Good. I'm lifting my head up just so I can see you better. That's it. Nice. Good. Yep. In the lift moment, look for that hollow. Look for that hollow. There you go. Nice. You set up really nicely, Shelly, and that was a good lift. I saw you keep the hollow. That was good. 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 1 more. Nice. Good. All right. And then easy, we come into our side plank. So up onto the forearm. Good. And again, same thing. You can come up onto your knees. You can be staggered feet, right? With the back one, the top one in the back. We're going to do 4, or they can be stacked, right? That's it. Good. And then on the 4th one, we're going to stay lifted and we're going to reach under. Let's reach back there, way back there. Good. Try to keep your hips facing forward, but let your torso do the rotation. Reach, reach, reach. That's it. Keep those hips forward and reach. Good. And 1 more time. And reach. Good. Gently bring that on down. Good. I feel like we need to pause for a mermaid. So a really quick little mermaid. If you just sit up, the bottom leg that you were just on is your front leg. The one that was on top folds behind you. We're going to take a quick side bend. Good. Open up to the sky and reach that arm a little more. That's it. Good. And then all the way up. Then we're going to take that hand behind you, reach straight behind you. So I'm going to try to show you. I'm up, just took the hand behind, reached right back over my head. So think of it as swan. Watch the shoulder, pull it behind you. That's it. Good. All right. And then let's do same thing other side. Feel good? Does it feel necessary in that moment? And I was just looking at us like, you guys need something. Good. You can't do that on a pre-recorded video. Good. Open that up a little to the sky. That's it. Good. I know, I don't get it. There's, reach straight back. Good, and then take that hand behind you, give you a little support, reach a little further. That's it. Open up those collarbones. Good. All right. And then let's shift ourselves around, and we're going to have a little bit of body balance. So, chinda. You can do that standing. You can do body balance on forearms. And if you want me to show you the variations, let me know. Collarbones are square. We're going to slide your left leg out. Lift your right arm. Are you okay, Chinda, with your own variation? Yeah? Okay. Good. So those of you who want to get off your hands, just be mindful that when you're down here, you have to be extra aware of pulling that chin up through your throat. Sometimes it will sneak forward more in that position. I want it really to come up through that throat as if you had the hand behind your head as a target again. Yeah? Good. So we're holding that for 4 breaths. Good. And then bringing it in and switching sides. And you guys are all regulars, so you guys all know about bringing that hip to your center, about finding your length. Now, if you can imagine what we did earlier in the plank, remember we talked about pulling that rib cage toward your head and then letting your head free. So if the back of your ribs can do that, notice what happens in your middle. That's it. Yeah, let the back of your ribs slide up your spine, right? Your low ribs on the back, slide up your spine, and then free your head. Free it. Yeah, turn it side to side. Let the back of it get longer. Yeah, better, Margie. Good. That's it. Yes. Good. And I see one more. I got to turn around so I can still see you. Right, back of ribs, slide up. And then ease the head. Yep, let the back of your rib cage slide up your spine. The low part of your ribs reach up through your spine. Yes, there you go, Suzanne. Yes, take that feeling and run with it. Same idea, Nara. Take that low part of your rib, slide it up the back, and then let go of your head. Yeah, good. Good. Oh, that was exciting. You guys, the two of you tend to have that really active psoas. Oh my gosh, that was nice. Nice, just letting transverse be your sling. Sorry everybody, and you all, the rest of you did a good job too. Awesome. So let's slide ourselves back to our bellies. We're gonna not do swan, we're gonna do single leg kick, which is basically like swan endurance. So on the forearms, collarbones open, pull your shoulder blades, to your spine and push those fists down. Level 1s, 2s may keep your thighs on the ground, but 2s, 3s, thighs are off the ground and booty's on. Yeah? Now what if you imagine that rib sliding up your spine away from your low back? Notice how your glutes turn on a little bit more. We're still keeping your spine up, yeah? And then we're going to contract one, contract, and extend. Contract the other one, extend. So contract, and reach. Again, level 3s especially. Thighs are trying their darndest to stay off the mat. Everybody is reaching that spine long. No one is resting hard on their arms. We're trying to get up off the arms. We're trying to lengthen over the hands, right? Past the hands. Good. That's it. Good. That's it. In your left foot. Can you pull up your left hip bone? Your left side is really compressed on your spine. Everybody rest. You should feel like you need a little rest. Go ahead and come on down. And we're going to reach for your ankles. So Nara, it looks to me like your hip bone is really dropped on that side. Now, if you reach for the ankles, and that is not comfortable, you can reach for your pant leg instead, or you can just reach your hands past your legs, right, on either side. And we're going to lift the collarbones up, point the elbows toward each other, and then exhale, lift your thighs up. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, lift the thighs. Now, some of you have more mobile upper backs than I do. You will actually rock. I barely rock. The other option, remember, looks like this. Hands not even touching. They just reach back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, push those toes up. Yeah. Both of those are valid. That's it. Now notice I'm not saying inhale, lift your chest, and then drop everything down. Right? So when we inhale, lift our chest, we imagine it staying up. And then we just lift the legs to match. Inhale, lift the chest more. Exhale, lift the legs more. Yeah, makes sense? Yeah, good. Chin to your throat just a little bit for me. Good, good. All right, go ahead and press those hands into the ground and sit back in child's pose. Good. And then we'll step back into a plank and push back into open pike. And again, if your hands do not like this position, nor your feet getting into the open pike, please feel free to come up however feels right to you. We're going to walk those hands toward the feet and then round up through the spine. I know. Oh, we're back. And we're back. Good. And let yourself reach all the way up. Good. Push up heaven like a pillar. Good. That's it. Good. And we're going to step your left foot behind your right, plant it all the way on the ground, and then reach up. Keep pushing that back left foot down. Big toe, pinky toe, reaching into the ground. That's it. Let yourself hollow through the front. Don't fight it. Right? Don't crunch in. Let yourself get longer. Lift that torso up. There we go. Good. And then open nice and wide. Step it out. We'll take your right foot behind all the way to the ground. Good. Float those arms up. Good. And then find the toe, pinky toe, reach into the ground. Good. And you guys can probably see my weird twist on this side, how it pushes my rib forward. So here I've got to be a little mindful of keeping my ribs back over the hips on this side. Just notice where your little weirdness is. We all have one. Yeah, and then just give it a little hug and say, okay, I'm taking care of you. That's it, good. And then step it out and pull it down, good. We'll take one arm up and just sweep it over your head. Big circle around. Again, same arm. Sweep it over. And around, one more that way. Sweep it over. Yeah, good. And then other side. We're not trying to make it pretty. We're trying to open up the shoulder girdle, and that might not be a pretty moment. That's okay. That's it. Let us circle around. Good. Good. Yeah, one more. Cross it over. Sweep it around. Nice. Good. And then we'll just double door and push out to a reach. Good. And bring it back in. And again, just press out. Palms are up. Good. And bring it back in. Good. Two more. Really try to get your thumb as if you're dropping something backwards out of your hand to the person behind you. Paying it forward, only you're paying it backwards. That's it. Good. One more time. One more time. Feel that thumb. Drop it to the person behind you. They need it, and you have plenty of it to spare. You just let them have it. Boop. There you go. And then in, and then all the way down. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for your concentrating, you guys. I know there's a lot of thinking, especially early on, but I hope it made a difference in the stuff that came after. Yeah. Good. Oh, good.